What's up, YouTube? AshtonReef again. Just doing an update on the tank, everything. Figured you guys want to see it. She's looking pretty pretty. I had a little bit of algae growth, so checked my water, everything looked good. Checked my water again, everything looked good. So what I did was a little bit of a stir up on my sand bed, stirred it all up. I do it like once a month. I guess you should do it once a week, twice a week if you can, apparently. So I'm going to be doing that more often. And as you can see, everything is starting to clear up, getting my beautiful colors. I'm losing that algae on the back of the tank here. My Zoes. We got some day shots for you too, because normally my actinics are on, so you guys can see these beautiful Zoes I've got here. As you can tell, that fish just loves the camera. Get out of the way. Yeah, it's beautiful during the day. Love that shot, it's so beautiful. Polyps up the back there. This rock here was actually the cause of a lot of my water issues here, so I got a new rock. Right here at the back. This guy here, beautiful rock though. $10 a pound at Big Al's. Go Big Al's. Look on Kijiji if you want stuff. Anyway, when I got the rock, it smelled a little funny. So I asked the guy if it was cured. He said, oh yeah, we've had it down there for a while. So I figured I'd trust him. I'm pretty sure that was the issue, because I took it out of the tank the other day, gave it a wipe down, and it smelled so bad. So I pulled off everything from the rock, pretty much. Just wiped it down, got all the dead decay off. Well, not dead decay, but pretty much everything. I just wiped it off. And I hope that'll resolve the issue, because I think it was just dead, causing a lot of water issues. Even my leather was shrinking. That was actually the first sign I knew something was wrong. This guy down here, he just was shrunk right in for about 2 days. I'll just give you guys a good view out here. The sump down here, did some updating. I got this here, this pen. I had it from back in the day when I was a younger child. Good times. The pH pen, as you can see, bounces around. That's because it's about 15 years old and I need to replace the pen. So I'll get a new pen for it. But this is nice because it has temperature. The nutrients, I don't know if that's right. I don't put nutrients in the water. Who knows? It should read 0. I'm going to test it on some fresh water with nothing in it. Who knows? But that's, again, that's not really anything to do. I could calibrate it too. I just haven't used these things in 15 years. But it was handy. I found it in the garage. Ooh, you can't complain. Probes go down into the sump here. Got this little area here where I've got that green algae. I forget the name of it. It's pretty early right now. It's growing really good down there. You can see the reds in here. This is where I focus on getting my nasty algae. It's right in here. Just this area here. Now this is my first sump. I'm working on a 20-gallon sump right now. It's going to look really good. Really, really good. Hopefully, I'm going to be putting a wet-dry filter in it. A refugium that will be fed from the inline. It should be pretty cool, I hope. I'm pretty sure it will be. Now, I'm sure you guys remember the DIY skimmer. This guy here, he was the first one I built in a while. I've built a few of them before. So this was the first one I built in a while. I like it. It produces, you'll see, it produces, like, look at that. It produces foam like no tomorrow. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, that's, you can't complain. Like, I built this for nothing. Now, there is a problem with it. I'm going to rebuild it better. Even better. I have never purchased a skimmer, so I just put them together just by concept, thought, creativity, you know. But I got my hands on a C Cologne piece of garbage skimmer. But it has some really good ideas in it. So where my pump water is going in here, I just put it in the bottom. Next time I do this, I'm going to put a sleeve section down here. And I'm actually going to have the water go into the bottom and get stuck in here and then put it through a tube so that you get that spinning vortex action throughout the tube. I probably still am getting that vortex action throughout this, but not that refined spinning that you get from the cyclones, right? So that's a cool concept. I'm going to try that out. And I also want to have my water return much lower. It's up here. I don't know why I did that. Normally, I would put the water below. I think I messed up when I put them on. Who knows? Because this should definitely be down here. Because when you look in here, yeah, that's a lot of tiny little micro bubbles. I don't mind because they're going into my refugium area, so that's okay. But for next time, I will be putting this line underneath, so below the chamber, and then I'm going to run a tube down and gravity feed it and try to remove the air bubbles. So I figure if I can put a tube that goes down to the bottom chamber that's below the chamber that's actually funneling it up, I shouldn't get any air bubbles, because this water section down here should actually be bubble free. So I'm going to try that for next time. I'll do that all on YouTube, get you guys all YouTubed up. Now, for the first time ever, I am using a sock. If I can get in there. There it is, a sock. You know what? They're good. You can't complain. Why not have extra overkill? This thing's only been going for a day, and the crap in there is insane. Now, I did notice, though, that it changed the skin of my protein skimmer. It's whiter now. It's not so grungy and dirty and chunky, and that's because all the chunks are now getting in there, so that's pretty good. Now, it was a pain in the butt to get it in here. I never pre-thought this out. I got a pump down here and everything. I've got a little Rubbermaid container that I've drilled holes in that's for my carbon down there, so it was really hard to get the sock on. So replacing them, it's going to be a pain in my butt, and like it looks like it needs to be replaced already today, so it is pretty dirty. I run about 700 gallons per hour through this tiny little 10-gallon sump, but it handles it. It works. Now, this was actually a really long YouTube, 7-minute YouTube video. I think that's probably the longest talking on YouTube I've ever done. So we don't need to talk much longer. We'll give you guys a final shot of the tank. Love it. If you want to know the lights here, oh, I missed a spot. I'll clean it up. 2 10Ks, 2 actinics. That's what I got right now. I'm thinking about going to the LEDs, the PAR 38 hanging LEDs, so I could just screw them into regular bulbs. Now, my clownfish, beautiful. Isn't he beautiful? I'd love to give him a mate, but he'd probably eat it. I do have another fish in here, wherever he is. Funny that you haven't seen him the whole YouTube video. Here he is. Yeah, there he is. He hides. He's scared out of his mind. You know what? The big guy was picking on him at the start. I think he's tougher than my big fish. He's pretty tough. He goes with his little fake eye and his spikes on him. It's pretty cool. As you can tell, that big guy just loves the camera. I'll give you a shot from over here. This is where my green mushroom and my red mushrooms are. I had a massive tree on there. I cut it off. These are just spreading. They grow pretty quick, so I can frag them whenever I want, if I wanted. Good little shot through here. Yeah. Alright. That was AshtonReef. Give you a zoom out. Till next time. Peace.